Now. All right, now I'm live.
Ooh, we live out here. Well, welcome everybody that's here. Welcome to the Out Here Podcast. How y'all doing? I'm your host, Goddess Honey Cocoa B, and the B stands for beige. And I'm with my fine chocolate host over here.
You already know it's Brody the One, aka Black Male Media, the pro antagonist out here. We back for another Sunday on YouTube. We about to get into a hot topic. It's doing hip hop. We got some guest hosts today. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves. To my right now is
Yo, what's going on? It's Moisturized Kev. Hoping y'all can still hear me. My mic set up. I'm good.
Yeah, we can hear you a little low, but we hear
you.
Cool. Yeah, it's Moisturized Kev. I'm out of New Jersey, but I'm living in Tampa, Florida now. I do, lo-fi hip hop, a lot of soul sample, very, I guess, alternative indie, whatever you want to call it. But I feel like it's just ultimately still dope. But yeah, we here to talk hip hop.
Ooh,
50-year
welcome.
anniversary.
That's what's up. And then to my bottom right is that's for you, pretty AP.
Oh, sorry, y'all. Sorry.
Yeah, you're all good.
I'm pretty AP. I'm from Brooklyn.
Brooklyn in the house.
That's what's up.
Period. I do. They say drill music, but I don't really do only drill music. You feel me? I got like a whole lot of stuff coming for y'all. But yeah, I'm a rapper. Um, I'm happy for you guys having me here. For me.
We happy
Thank
to
you,
have
thank
you.
you.
We happy to have you. And we definitely wanted female artists to come through, you know what I'm saying, so that we can have a look on how women are viewed in the in the industry, and also how you view the industry as a woman.
Right.
Ooh. Hi, Max. Hi, boo. How you
You just added another guest into the box.
Hold on, I'm trying
I've
to.
heard good things about the gentleman below me. Do you want to introduce yourself?
My name is Matt Sinis. I'm from Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
I represent I Make Movies. I Make Movies is a digital servicing system. You know what I'm saying? So we shoot videos and we help people create content and a bunch of other stuff.
doing? Fire.
That's dope.
I'm gonna let you know right now. So I had bumped it. So I also stream on POF, which is Plenty of Fish, and I bumped it to Mass on there. And like I just felt like I just know, and I've seen he's a dope ass artist. I can just tell you that. What you call it? Just listen to his music off a live. When me and Brody and the rest of the Out Here podcast scene started talking about bringing in artists, he was one of the first artists that came to mind. So I wanted to have on here to talk about the industry, because not only is he also a rap and Afrobeats artist, he's also a producer. He does a little bit of everything. He's like a jack of all trades out here. So thank you for coming, Matt. I really appreciate it.
Indeed. Thank you.
For sure. And we're going to drop tags for all the artists in the comments so you can like, subscribe to them, listen to their music. I know Moisturized Kev is on multiple platforms. Every other artist can put in the comments, where people can find you and your tags on Instagram and YouTube if you got them.
Yes, please.
So we definitely want to talk today. We got a variety of different type of artists. Hip hop has had quite an impact on the society we live in, for sure, especially as mostly Black people, and we got Latina as well, but y'all Black too to me. So, so especially in New York. So, it's affected society in a multitude of ways. So we're about to talk about a few different topics. I know Honey has like a interview style questionnaire for you guys to answer. So we're going to go through that as the show goes on.
Okay.
Ooh.
Heads up. Yeah, I like everything I have to say, but everything that I will say is very, very searchable. So just be prepared for that. Break yourself for that. It's gonna get really interesting.
All right, that's what's up.
That's dope. Thank you so
We
much. And
definitely encourage that.
yes, we want genuine. Hey, none better. Another host has came into the door. Please introduce yourself.
It's none better than just me, better than the rest. You already know what's
That's what's
going
up.
on, y'all.
So like Brody was saying, which color we definitely appreciate all of you guys for coming. We definitely want your genuine responses to all the questions that we have, to any topic that comes up. Which call it, we want your genuine responses, because I feel like this type of conversation is necessary, which call it to evolve us as a community, also evolve our music, what we listen to, what we take in. So we, like I said, we just thank you for you guys for coming, and we want your genuine response. So the first question that's up on the chopping block for you guys is, anybody can jump in, and anybody can start as when they want to. Is so tell us about your journey into the world of hip hop, and also uh, like what inspired you to become an artist.
Word. Um, I want to start with this one because I mean I don't want to assume anything, but I know I have a pretty unique entry into hip hop. So I'm from Camden, New Jersey. I grew up
Yes.
in the projects, Westgate one, and then I moved to Pennsauken when I was like 8 or 9, which is suburbs. And even when I was living in the projects, I was never just a straight just hood dude. You know what I'm saying? Like that's in me, and but I've always been I was a skater kid. I played guitar. You know what I'm saying? I was listening to rock, and like electronic music. So I've always had a lot of weird musical influences. But I also had Motown in the house. But anyway, I grew up with the same rap that I was born in 1990. I grew up on the same rap everyone else did, Biggie, Pac, and but I didn't really like gangster rap at all. I was like, yo, it's not good for the community. Like, I don't like that aspect of the culture. So I really shied away from that until I was like a teenager. So I really grew up on like the native tongues, like Tribe Called Quest, The Far Side, you know what I'm saying? Leaders in the New School. Like I just was really in the alternative bag for most of my life. So um my love for hip hop has grown, and I've had to go back and like really like I didn't love Pac at first. I didn't love Big at first. I love like Q-Tip was like my Lupe is my goat all time. But Q-Tip was the first rapper that really hold on, I'm actually going. Can y'all still hear me there?
Yeah, we can
Yeah,
say
we
you.
can still hear you.
But yeah, so long story short, my love for hip hop, I definitely always loved hip hop and I appreciated certain artists, but again, I didn't grow up as a fan of Big and Pac and Wu Tang. So, I had to really go back and appreciate those artists later. And it kind of gives me a different perspective even now. And now it's evened out and I listen to a little bit of everything, but I guess I just didn't really have the stereotypical entry into hip hop, but I still ended up loving it. Still, got Big and Pac and Nas and Hove and all of them ranked highly, but there's also cats in my top 10 that people might not have heard of or might not have like MF Doom, RIP Doom, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's it.
Anybody else want to take the question?
My entry into hip hop is Slick Rick. Slick Rick was like the driving force that made me wanna rap because he had such great poise. He was great with words. It's like he was talking to you in a melodic way. It was very hypnotizing. It was very dope, and that was my entry to hip hop. Was definitely Slick Rick. And then I'm a music connoisseur, so I listen to everything. But like when it comes to rap, I I like the KRS ones. I like the people that'll teach you things that we suffer from in the hood. Like we don't know a lot. Like we think we know a lot until we graduate high school, and then the internet came, and then once the internet came, we realized high school wasn't anything. Like we didn't learn anything in high school because now we learn all this stuff off the internet. So I like it when rappers speak on their particular issues and personas and stuff like that. So my thing was like I get to speak on my life and what's going on with me and how I feel about certain things, my opinion on certain things, and I'm always gonna give a different perspective because my what I experience in life is different from a lot of people. But so I always that was my introduction to music. And my uncle was the first studio in East New York, Brooklyn, that helped put the Fat Boys on.
Yep.
His name is Gaspar, and
Oh wow, dope.
he still got the studio there on New Lots and Miller. So we used to run around the streets freestyling and doing stuff, man. Like I love hip hop mainly because it's one of those things that's undecisively black people. Like when you think hip hop, you think of black people. You know what I'm saying? Even though, we created all the genres and stuff like that, but it's one of those genres where you gotta be extra, extra good to be coming up in these spaces and rapping with anybody at all. You know what I'm saying? So I always like that. And since I'm always rooting for people black, my problem with hip hop was I don't know when we started letting people who have nothing to say just talk all the damn time, and that got on my nerves. Whereas like people who have literally nothing to say or saying the same exact things everybody else saying became cool, and I'm like, why is this cool? So you mean I could just? So what if I make songs and just sound just like Michael Jackson? Like, is that cool? Like, I don't know how that became good, especially when black people out of anybody in the world have the most original stories than anybody else, because we have an experience that nobody else deals with. You know what I'm saying? So when we're not talking about that, it really grinds my gears, and it's like, oh, here we go talking about drugs again, like all of us is on drugs. Like here we go talking about hookerism, like all of us is hookers and stuff. Like here we go talking about the same old things, like we ain't hear it 100 times already, and that really bothers me. So I'm always listening for artists like myself that got something new to say. You know what I'm saying? So back in the days, I was an X-Clan lover. I didn't think they was the nicest rappers in the world, but the aesthetics was different. The tones was different. Everything was different. I could respect difference more than I could respect copycats. So that's my thing. So I contribute in that sense. So visually, I give you something different, and audio, I give you something different. And I noticed that people may not like everything I have to say. White people don't like me because I say certain things, and black people don't like me because I say certain things. But I'm always interested, and that's the cool thing. And I'm not sounding like nobody else because I have my own perspective and my own direction. So
Fire. That's dope. Pretty AP, you wanna jump in there?
Um, what was the question again? Because I
Yes.
started to everybody's.
It's all right.
Yeah,
Don't worry, baby.
I want the exact question because I know everybody started jumping into other stuff. You feel me? But what was the question?
No problem. So it tell us your journey into the world of hip hop. Like what inspired you to become an artist?
Well, I can't just pick one favorite artist or one favorite, hip hop artist. I like a lot of them because they
Mm.
all different in their own little way. They all bring something different to hip hop. Um, I haven't been doing music that long, but I feel like for me, music helps me like express certain things. Like even though like I do drill rapping and stuff, like it helps me express certain stuff, I got going on in my life, or certain stuff daily that probably other people got going on in their life. I don't know. But um yeah, I can't like
No, that's understandable. You're saying like
yeah,
it's always kind of hard to define an exact moment when you decided to do something, but you saying
I
just the
haven't been
fact that you
doing
even ventured into that route is applaudable. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
right, yeah, I haven't been doing music that long, but I feel like, it helps people express themselves. It helps, help other people express themselves too, because maybe some people don't know how to express themselves, but they hear my music or anybody else that's up here music, and they're like, damn, I can relate to that. Like,
Mm.
you know?
Well, being
Can
that
I
you
ask
said
you how long
drill,
y'all been doing music?
Huh?
Maybe you say you ain't been doing music for too long. How long you been doing music
Yeah.
for?
Probably like 5, 6 months. I'm not even gonna lie.
okay, new.
Yeah,
Moshe Rascal.
Yeah, what about you, Kev?
Oh, me, I've been rapping forever, but I put out my first official project uh 2.5 years ago. But
Okay,
I've been rapping for
dope,
years.
dope.
Like I put a mixtape out in like '01, but I officially started about 2.5 years ago.
Mass. How
I,
long?
I've been rapping since I was a kid, but I've been rapping for like at least 20 years now, like 20 years.
Super
So,
dope.
so probably 20 something years. But like my first, put it like this, my first paycheck on music ever is when I wrote a song for the movie called New Jersey Drive.
Oh
Oh
shit.
wow.
Oh, word. That's
So,
what's
Wow,
up.
fire. That's
so
dope.
because what it is, like I always could write R&B, but I couldn't sing. I just taught myself how to sing last year, so I'm a little bit better now. But when I was a kid, I used to write all these R&B songs and stuff like that, and that's how I sustained. So I wrote like a lot of R&B songs and stuff. So when I was a kid, but I've been doing music for like 20 years. Like I said, my uncle had the first studio in East New York, so it was a no bueno. Like, we're doing music, everybody, we rapping, singing, or we acting a fool, we beating the drum or playing the piano or something.
You was doing something. So like, Pretty AP says her sound. She calls her sound drill. What about you guys? What do you classify your sound as?
Mine's is I'm definitely not drill. I'm just rap. I don't know. I'm just rap. Mine seems hardcore, but it's not hard. I'm not hardcore gangster. I'm just hardcore information. So
is it more conscious rap, or is it more that boom bap?
Well, the thing about it is mine's at times sounds conscious. That they'll label that, but I'm just like, what's conscious about talking real shit? Like, it's real shit. It's not conscious. It's real. You know what I mean? But some people will say, "Oh, Mass is more of a conscious rapper," because I don't really curse. I'm not talk about selling drugs. I'm not doing none of that type of stuff. Like, I speak on issues, or I speak on my feelings on certain things. So it's hard to classify me. I've heard people say I'm a mix between Kendrick Lamar and Kanye West. So I heard people say that numerous times. So I probably just go with that. I'm not mad at that comparison.
What about you, Kev? What you label your music
Thank you
as?
so much for bringing that up too, because that was another question I was definitely going to ask. So like, what artists do you most respect, and if you could compare yourself to any artist, what would it be?
Cool.
Basically, who you sound like.
I'll answer both of those at once. Yeah. So I guess in a general sense, I'll say I'm lo-fi hip hop. I make lo-fi hip hop. I do also rap over a lot of boom bap beats, a lot of soul samples, just a lot of just raw soul loops. You could just call it experimental in a way as well. Some artists that I would compare myself to, because I'm not really conscious. I'm a conscious dude, but I'm not really preaching. It's kind of like conscious. It's like braggy conscious music. It's like bragging from the perspective of a conscious dude. It really, I have to let you hear some joints, but a couple artists I compare myself to: Earl Sweatshirt, Rock Marciano.
So like the backpack swag, basically, like a backpack rapper.
Yeah, you can throw me in the backpack bag. I'm with that.
I like Earl.
Yeah, that's
like Earl flow.
Yeah. Pretty AP, what about you? What artists do you respect, and if you could, or if anybody would, what artists could you be compared to?
I respect like some of the old female rappers, like Lil Kim, Charlie Baltimore. I love Charlie Baltimore, but I wouldn't really compare myself to anybody, because like I'll be like, I have different, like, I don't know how to explain it. I'm a drill rapper, but I don't really do like a lot of the stuff like that the other drill rappers do in their music. Like, a lot of them be screaming, and I just be calm, like vibing out. So,
okay, so in your definition, what is drill? Just for people who don't know what drill is.
Drill rapping is when you're talking about stuff that going in the streets, you're talking about stuff that going on the block, who you got beef with, and it always got that bass, that like every drill beat got that bass. You'll know it's a drill beat because the bass, the beat, like it always got that, I don't know how to explain it. You could tell a drill beat when you hear one.
Definitely can.
You can tell a drill beat when you hear one. That's funny.
Nah, for real.
It's facts though.
I was looking it up, and it tells you like the breakdown on Google. They break it down like the lyrics, which would consider the drill, the beat that would consider the drill, the lingo they break it down. Like, there's actually like a whole little science behind it.
It definitely is his own lingo. I mean, I rap on drill type beats too, but the only beef I got is with the system and the people who support the system. So I guess I'll be drilling in that sense. That's what I be talking.
Okay. But the drill beats to me is like they catch you, because I'm starting to notice I'm getting in that age where they'll sample an old song or old hot song, and you be like, oh, that's my shit. And then right before start,
Start
here
geeking.
come the bullshit.
Yo, big facts, big
Big
facts.
facts.
And I feel like I'm like older now, so now you put out there like, what the fuck is this shit? I can't listen
That
to
ain't
this.
my
You
jam.
think, what is
That
this?
ain't my
I'm
song.
the song.
The only nigga that could get that off is Lil Wayne. When your shit was coming on, but it was Lil Wayne, you wasn't mad.
But it's like, do you remember back in the day when your parents was listening to music and then they put something on and well, you listen to music and your parents are around, you're like, that's not how the song goes. You're like, oh, you just old. So now I feel that type of way myself where I'm like, listening to stuff and I'm like, I feel real old because I'm upset that they sampled a song that I knew of, not even knowing that song that I used to like was sampled. They sampled somebody else's stuff. So,
Right.
AP, when you ready, just come back when you're ready. So another question is Mass had brought up what you call it how do you feel about the industry like targeting our youth and in what way do you feel they are targeting our youth? Is it negative? Is it positive? And what can we do to combat it if it is negative?
Ooh, you want me to
Man.
talk a minute? All right, so this is what it is. A lot of us don't know what brainwashing is. When people say brainwash, people think it's all types of other people. We're literally all brainwashed to a certain degree. There's a big brainwashing going on, and brainwashing is actually really more simpler than people think. Brainwashing is just really a series of suggestions, and once they give a series of suggestions, could get a lot of people to do things. That's why they put ads in YouTube, Facebook, or wherever, because those things are suggestions. You may not want to buy that damn refrigerator. You know what I'm saying? But they suggested it so much to the minute you think that you want a refrigerator, that's all you could think of because you done got so much suggestions. I say that to say this. We as black people, because everybody in here is black, know that they've been targeting us for a long time as far as information is concerned. Because if you grew up in America and if you grew up learning about Africa, then you thought it was just poor with kids with big bellies and live in huts and shit like that.
We actually had a podcast about that.
Then you go out to Africa and you realize that's not the case. That's because you were suggested a bunch of stuff that was absolutely wrong. So what they do is they want to do it in our music. All of this is suggestions. They want us to keep suggestion that black people is bad. That's because that's what they want to get across to their white people. They want white people to think black people is bad. So once they get us rapping bad about ourselves, even though we're just having fun, now they could further push their suggestion onto other countries and other people to say that, oh, black people are really, really, really bad. You know what I'm saying? And they like that so much that if we all just stop drill rapping and stop talking bad about each other, they'll probably abandon the whole entire music industry because they're not going to make no money off of it, because they get money off the prisons. They get money off the lawyers. They get money off the judges. They get money off the weapons that we use. They get money off of everything. As long as we keep giving suggestions that on their side, they like that. They'll pay for that. That's why, I'm not a 6ix9ine liker, but 6ix9ine says a lot of y'all not gonna make it only because y'all don't understand what the system is. And he was right on that note. I'm not gonna give him any more credit for anything else in life, but that's what it is. We're dealing with a system. You know what I'm saying? So that's why if they consider me conscious, I'll have a harder time getting put on basically than a lot of other people, because here he go talking that real shit. You know what I'm saying? But the minute I'm like, yo, kill your mother, kill your father, shake the booty, buy a new TV. You know what I'm saying? Like now I'm more interested because I'm not talking about the plights of black people. I'm not trying to uplift black people. I'm not trying to get us ahead in any type of way. So now I'm easily marketable. So somebody like me is not marketable. I'm not a marketable artist. I'll be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? This I know. The only reason why I get over is because A, I'm dumb nice. B, my visuals is crazy. But other than that, I'm not somebody that people like labels want to jump out of market. And I know that because I went to the labels and they said that to me. They're like, oh, damn, we wouldn't even know how to market you. You know what I'm saying? So, but y'all gotta understand, it's been a war on black people. The war on black people has literally been information. They didn't come to these to America, South America, the West Indies, or Australia. They didn't come warring with us. They came with us, giving us suggestions about religion, suggestions about different way of life, suggestions about so-called democracy, suggestions about capitalism. You know what I'm saying? And eventually their suggestions got so strong that we end up normalizing it and applying it into our everyday. So hopefully none of this is going over nobody's heads, but they want to keep us in a certain space, and we would have to keep fighting to be out of that space by not normalizing the stuff that they do.
Okay. Moisturize, Kev, you want to jump on it before I move on to the next question?
Respect. Yeah, I guess for me, the one thing I'll say is that it's all corporations. You know what I'm saying? It's all about money. It really all comes down to money. And my only real issue is that hip hop was always street reporting. Like, people was talking about the issues, or not even just always issues. Because all rap wasn't always conscious. Like, so the first rap song was a party song. You know what I mean? So I don't think there's necessarily an issue with drill rap or party rap or any kind of other rap. The issue is with the balance and how they use, certain sides of the culture, because really they're the most easily marketable. The reason there aren't more conscious rappers like there were in the 90s, or more like types of rappers like there were in the 90s, is because the algorithms have decided, well, these are the easiest types of rap to market, so those are what get the most push, which is a shame. You know what I mean? It's just really a shame from a musical side, because you could look at like the BET Awards, or like the every year there's lists that come out, top artists, top albums of the year, and the albums that are passed over and all of the different subgenres of hip hop, it's like, yo, they could be more marketable if y'all put more effort and energy into figuring
Actually
out how to
marketing
market them. But
Mhm.
there's already an established pathway for certain types of rap. So it's just like, that's what gets marketed the most. And it happens to be that some of those styles of rap have some negative messages that can impact the youth. But ultimately, last thing I'll say is I don't blame the music. Like, people don't sell drugs because of music. But, the music might not help, but ultimately, like, it's really about the systems that, like, really are impacting the people. Because, like, Lil Timmy and them, they probably buy more rap than, like, Lil Jamarcus and them. But
They definitely said that. I think statistics show that white kids actually purchase more.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Because they want to feed into what they was fed about black people.
Yeah.
So that's why they buy it. It's entertaining to them. Like, look how ignorant black people is. Let's buy it. I want to be just like them. But you think they buying, like, when we talking about our issues and our plights and stuff, like, I'm talking about still good that, because then they're gonna have to understand, and they're gonna have to like be on the same wavelength as us. So it's not appealing to them.
Yeah,
that's funny, because I was just watching a video last night on one of the drill rappers. He's some young white kid. AP might know his name or whatever the case. He's the hot young white kid, and he's
Mabo?
with yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, Malibu, something like that. So his father is a millionaire, and he wasn't originally rapping like that. He's making videos like he in the hood, and he got guns on him and all types of stuff. And he's not. He went to one of the most prestigious schools where tuition is $55,000 a year. Your tuition is $55,000 a year. You live in a condo on the Upper East Side. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you come from money, and you're perpetuating, like, bullshit that you're not into. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
I don't have a problem with drill rap. My problem with drill rap is that it's not even about the song being hot. The song isn't hot if the truth to the violence isn't real. And that's the problem with drill. And the problem to me with conscious rap is that they could be saying something hot, but it's not fun. So it's a problem there in its own to me. So I don't know. I listen to it all, but it's like, it depends on what mood you in.
Right.
But definitely.
I would say that.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
I wanted to say one thing, because right now we Pretty AP is the main drill rapper we have here right now. We have some coming a little later on. But one thing I wanted to say is, so in the 90s when we were growing up, there was a lot of parents that were against gangster rap and but now today those are considered like classics. So there was also negativity, like people were looking at gangster rap as negatively, even though they're classics now. Pretty AP, how do you feel as a drill artist and having to hear that type of this type of dialogue about something that you showcase as something that you're passionate about?
Um, I mean, I understand, like, you know, when you guys say, because like it starts a lot of like problems. Drill rap, start a lot of problems. But like that's why I feel like my drill rap is different, because I don't really start problems. Like I don't talk about, like, a lot of drill rappers, they talk about beef, like, they go back and forth with each other. I don't really do that. Like I just talk about, what
Yeah.
I do personally, like for me, like on my daily basis. Like I don't talk about, um other rappers. Like a lot of people do that, but I forgot who said it, but it do start, like, that's how people make their money though, because they like to see controversy, you feel me? Like,
Mhm.
so um I mean,
So AP, would you really say that you drill, or would you say you're a subgenre of drill? Because to my understanding, I would think drill is like beef here, and they talking about the beef, and this one's smoking on that one, and who's a op, and who's a pack, and who's dead on my
I'm
dad, and all this other stuff.
yo I'm not gonna say, like, everybody considers it like drill rapping, but like I really do. I have other stuff, like calm stuff, like it's not always like gra gra boom, like, nah.
Yeah.
I got other stuff that's calm too, but um I I don't know. I consider myself, like you said, like a semi, because I don't really be talking about smoking on no one's dead, or, you feel me. I don't do stuff like that. I just be
So
talking
it's a
about,
subgenre of drill.
yeah.
Okay.
It's more so
All
that
right.
you
That's
sound
cool.
like a drill rapper when you rap, right? Right. It's more so like you use the drill type of
It's
flow.
just it's yeah, it's that sound. Yeah, I get what you're saying, bro.
Drill
Yeah.
flow,
I
the
feel
drill
like
beats.
I'm sorry. I just want to say drill's officially enough of a genre as to where like drill's a sound. Like when she was
Yeah.
Okay.
saying that, like, yo, you know how a drill beat sounds. Like drill is a sound. You could do conscious drill. Like, matter of fact, I think I heard anyway. Like you could do drill style music and like rap
Right.
about anything really. So I guess that's the way I think of it. Like you
True.
could be a drill rapper and not necessarily like smoking on packs. Yeah, yeah. I
Listen
mean,
Right.
here, I hear what Moisturized Kev is saying, but if I catch any of y'all Jesus drill rappers out here, I'm not giving y'all no
We
bird.
first of all, we might have a Christian rapper
They
coming
already got
today. We might have a Christian rapper.
they
Light on the Christian rap
y'all,
out here.
y'all already lit. They already got drill Christian book Jesus rappers. They already got them. I
They
heard.
They
talk
do.
about gra gra boom for Jesus. I'm not
Yeah,
doing it.
yeah. It's already.
Stop
It's
not
already.
moving, Jesus, I'm not doing it. No.
Shiesty is in the background right now, but we're at the limit.
All right.
I'll back out. I'll jump out. Yeah, go ahead. Let's get our guest in.
Thank you, man.
I would definitely wear a shirt that says "I got boom for Jesus."
Give me
I
one
promise you, I
second,
would.
Shiesty.
I
Right,
definitely would. Yeah, I even spit a couple balls on him. Y'all.
As soon as I brought him
That's a
up, he
hot
dropped
ass.
off.
Yeah. All right. So, question. All right. So, since we talked about it, because y'all lightly spoke about it, so the rap genre throughout your history has always been a platform to address social and cultural issues. Do you feel um, a responsibility to use your music to address such topics?
I do.
yeah, I
yeah, I
do.
do too.
So, what topics? What topics are you addressing? So that I have that there. What you call it? So, what topics and uh what issues are you talking about in your music? What do you want your target audience to take from your music?
Well, the thing about it is like this. And my perspective is like this. I know that we're suppressed on the news. I know that we're suppressed in movies. I know that we're suppressed in any type of media because I'm a media person. So we're suppressed all across the board. That's why people don't know what's going on in our situations and stuff like that. So hip hop is one of our, if not our biggest platform where we get to express ourselves to talk to the world about issues and stuff like that we have. I'm not gonna waste my time getting on that platform and, and being
You good, Shiesty? I'm gonna mute you right quick. Oh, he backed up.
yeah. So you feel what I'm saying? So what I address, I talk about the government. I talk about the old slavery, the new slavery. You know what I'm saying? I talk about the residue of things that happened to us and why we are where we are at. I mean, don't get me wrong. All of my stuff is not like I'm not like I don't really consider myself a conscious rapper. So it's like, but I have fun. But outside of having fun, there's certain things I don't do. Like I don't hop on the track and call out ladies bitches and shit like that. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been done a billion times in music anyway. Why would you want to do that? You know what I'm saying? So I don't do that. I don't use the N-word in my music.
Thanks, man.
You know what I'm saying? Even though I may talk, if you my end, you know what I'm saying? And we talking, then cool. But I'm not gonna do it in the music. It's no need for me to do it in music. It's been done over a trillion times in music. You know what I'm saying? So that way, with those little bit of changes, automatically makes my music sound different than others. You know what I'm saying? I like music that I could play for grandma at the cookout. You know? So
what you opening that door, and I want to ask all you guys. So like right now in music, you know, the bitches and the N word and everything else is used very frequently, right? So at one point in hip hop, the F word was definitely used a lot more frequently. I mean, the F or the double G, you know what I'm saying, was definitely used a lot more frequently. But once the rise of the LGBTQIA and all other letters, which call it, that has been like kind of just stamped out. You don't see any mainstream artists right now using the F word in their music while they're mainstream artists. So why do you feel it's like selective outrage on what words we can use, even if they're derogatory or not?
we're not controlling that. You got white people who's telling us what we can say and what we can't say. So we can't curse, but we can use the N-word. We can't curse. And on top of that, white people on these algorithms, they don't want you to say the N-word neither. So now, if you like type in the N-word, whatever, it goes against their community rules. But unless you're not black, now, if you're not black, you can get away with it. You know what I'm saying? It's this. What's going on over here, bro?
So kick him out. What's going on here?
He said, "Kick him out." He said, "Kick him out."
What?
I
Right.
thought that was one of your rappers.
Yeah, it's supposed to be, but I don't know what's going on with him. You saying? I guess that's also the age thing because he a child. I guess that's bullshit. But
that was troll number on level 10. But
Wow.
but
That was different.
but it's that like I said earlier, it's we got a big psychological kind of warfare going on. They're controlling what you can say and what you can't say. So you know what I'm saying? Same way it's like, oh, you call people B words and N words all day, but then you can't say anything about the LGBT. You can't talk about the J's. You know what I'm saying? You can't talk about the Ivy boys. You know what I'm saying? So if we keep making these platforms big, they're gonna be able to shut us down for what we can and cannot say. So even like TikTok, you know what they say about China, TikTok and China. TikTok and China, they don't got no ratchet stuff on TikTok over there. It's all learning stuff. So all the kids, all day, they just learning stuff, and their community is growing and thriving, and everybody's like mad scientists out there. And over here, they allow it unless like they allow you to do ratchet stuff. But if you want to talk about the government or talk about some real issues, then you go against community rules and guidelines.
Pretty AP, how do you feel about sexism in hip hop? Do you feel like you have to be more sexy, or do you feel like you have to taper down sexy and be a little more gangster as a female artist?
I feel like in my music, I feel like I'm more like I'm not sexy, but I feel like the people who do promote, like for instance, like Ice Spice, right? She promotes like like her new song. I don't know if y'all know it. She was like, "But I'm still shaking ass in the deli."
Yeah, I heard it.
Stuff like that. And then in all her videos, she got like, she's twerking or she's showing skin. I feel like those girls, they get more views because that's what people want to see. But I mean, I'm not against it. I'm for it. Like, but I feel like I'm a little bit different. Like I'm more like on the gangster side, like, you know. But I feel like those girls who do stuff like that, they obviously they're gonna get more views. They're gonna catch people attention like that.
So, sorry, go
my bad.
ahead, Birdie. No, go, Birdie, go ahead.
Do you feel like as a female rapper, especially nowadays, those are your only two lanes? You either got to be a gangster rapper or a sexy rapper, or there is no other way to go?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, like either way, like that's really what it is out there. It's either somebody is like, if you look at most of the like girl rappers, it's either they're like sexy rappers or they just gangster rappers. Like there's really no in between. Or there's some that's like mixed. They gangster and they sexy. Like
Sexy Red and shit.
yeah, like Sexy Red. Like she, you know, she's ratchet, she's this, she's that. But you feel me? Like, yeah, I feel like that's the only two. And if not, you in between and you're both.
Because how many conscious female rappers do y'all know current that's out now?
I'm sure Kev can name a bunch.
I know a bunch, but
I
like they're not like
know-
Rhapsody's probably the biggest, like in terms of mainstream success.
Rhapsody,
out
yeah.
here, like she signed the Ninth Wonder. She's under Jay-Z, or under Jay-Z's like sub label. So she's, all her albums got big features. She's doing numbers, but one issue that I'll mention that I kind of talk about a lot when it comes to rap is like the blogs and like hip hop media and how much that's changed.
She
And
do
that's
look
something
like
that we
she's
don't talk about a lot. That side of hip hop is really like there'll be cats doing numbers on all different sides. Like you would think that like you wouldn't know like Def Grips or Earl Sweatshirt or JPEG Mafia or Tierra Whack, like a female rapper she does like kind of experimental female rap, or like Che Noir, she's a lyrical female rapper. They all out here. They doing numbers. They might be doing as many numbers as Glorilla or whoever, but the hip hop media is not going to cover them because what's going to get the easiest clicks. So you know what I mean. That kind of impacts impacts our perception of what's going on in the culture. When it's like, yo, I always be telling people like, yo, if you just Google, I went down a rabbit hole like, yo, let me listen to the gay rappers. Is gay rappers out here spitting? There's a whole bunch of them motherfuckers out here. Like we wouldn't know. That's not like I don't listen to them on a daily.
I see them more in battle rap.
Here. I just wanted to see if they was out here. Yeah, they are really out here.
Yeah.
The gay rappers, the trans rappers, the Japanese rappers. You know what I'm saying? The conscious rappers. So it's like but the media doesn't give. There's not that 106 in Park you watch that one show and you get like something from every side of the culture and like it goes up against.
But y'all gotta understand though. I want y'all to understand. This is not because the music ain't nice. This is intentional. This is not. This is not algorithm, and it just so happens. They do that. This is a very intentional thing. You understand? They need more drill people to follow drill music, and et cetera, because they got to fill up the jails. They need to fill up the jails. They need to advertise and make as much suggestions as possible to get you to do dumb shit, so that way they could get money. It's intentional. The reason why, they got this artist named Saba the Goddess, dope female artist. You got to check her on Instagram. Fire. You understand? It's gonna be hard for her to get marketed on major shit because she's not shaking the booty. She's not doing ratchet stuff, but she's dumb nice. She, like me, is gonna be hard to market because we don't go with the intentional thing that they want. They want you to be out here looking crazy as black people. The same thing, like every time a fire happens, they go in the neighborhood and they find the crackhead to be on the news because that's intentional. You know what I'm saying? It's an intentional thing. So we just got to understand that all this stuff is intentional. It's not by accident.
I definitely agree. So, like I said before, so how do we combat that? You know what I'm saying? Or even as an artist, how are you guys combating that? How do you plan on marketing yourself and making money in your field if you have all these obstacles up ahead of you?
All right. So this is, I'm gonna give this for the artists that's in here. You don't need millions and millions of followers, my guy. You know what I'm saying? You don't need millions. You need a solid set of fan base, and you definitely need merch. I drive a $140,000 vehicle, as y'all can see. I have like 7,000 followers on Instagram, but the people who mess with me, they really, really mess with me. And for me to get more money, I have merch. So go for merch and go for good music. You don't gotta change your rap up. You don't gotta get a BBL and go do all of that to get on. If you know how to work the numbers that you do have, you'll be fine.
I'm glad you brought that up because that's another question I have here. So how do you guys handle criticism? And has criticism ever promoted you to change your or evolve your style as an artist?
Sure. So for me, and like, yeah, he's spitting, bro, because I'm obviously I'm on a much, I'm still on the come up with my shit. I just kind of started professionally rapping a couple of years ago, so you know what I mean. I'm building it organically, and yeah, you could with the internet, you could really niche down, and you could really like, spend a little time, dig into your numbers, and figure out like, yo, who fucks with me? What is my and when I think about what my fans should look like, who do they look like? And like, let me think of who they are and what they would like and how I could show up in their timeline pretty much on different apps. You know what I mean? It's as simple as that. But in terms of criticism, being a niche artist, niche rapper or whatever, I, I I have a scale of like if I put something out and everybody's like, nah, this ain't really it. It's like, all right, that might be a little bit bad, or if somebody's criticizing something about a song or a piece of content is one thing, but there's always going to be people that don't dig your sound. So it's like you got to just know inherently, like, bro, just because I'm making, I might rap on a beat that doesn't have drums. Just because the beat didn't drop, half of the criticism is just going to be people mad that it didn't sound the way they expected it to sound. So like, oh, this trash. All right, cool. But like it's certain OGs in my core supporter base where I feel like, nah, that wasn't it. It's like, all right, nah, if my dog right there told me it wasn't it, all right, let me go back to the drawing board on that one. But generally, I'm gonna just do me. And the love that you get when you do something that you really, really love, even if you don't think that it's a hit, and then even if you only get a couple comments or a couple streams or buys, you know what I mean? Just like, okay, nah, if somebody liked it, then other motherfuckers will too. So, you just gotta really I think a lot of people, if you're not really in it for the long haul and for the grind of loving to make music, then that's another thing too, which is not wrong with that. Get your bread by all means. Like if you're here is like, yo, I'm trying to make this much within this amount of time, that's cool. For me, I'm trying to get my bread too, trust me. But like there's also a part of it where it's like I'm gonna always rap regardless. Like even if it's just sharing it on my timeline and I don't ever, whatever. But I'm always gonna rap. But since I'm rapping shit, I might as well just put in a little work and get some bread back from it and and see where it can take me. So it's a little bit of both for me. It's just loving the art too. It's not just making money. But shit, I do need my money though, so you can hit my tip jar.
I hear that.
And, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, bro, I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. Be about your money, cause besides the art, I'm gonna speak outside the art. Besides the art, this is the business, right? I don't know how much money you spend on equipment, studio time, cameras, cameramans, your car, the dinner dates for networking and stuff like that. Make sure you have a credit card. Put all that stuff on your credit card, paid off every night. Make sure that you open up an LLC and put all your stuff, including like your TuneCore or your DistroKid or however you decide to distribute this stuff. Make sure that stuff is under that. Make sure that you register your music on BMI. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you have a song trust, so that way they can search out your music on the internet and make sure that you get paid for everything you get. Because all the stuff that you make, let's say you make 100 songs, you may make that one song that catch fire and then bring fire to all the rest of your songs. That is what you're creating. You're creating like wealth. You know what I'm saying? You're creating what you call intellectual property. So make sure that your intellectual property, the information is in order. Make sure that the numbers is right, the papers is right, the copyright is right, the registry is right. Because once you start getting paid, if you don't have these things right, you're not gonna get paid. I get around a lot of artists. I know artists that are big and broke, and I know artists that you never heard of that got bread off of music. And the difference between that is how you set up your business. So think preemptively, bro.
Yeah, facts.
AP, is that one of your goals with music? What do you think about? Is it something that you want to do for? I know you mentioned that you do it to like get your feelings out and express yourself, but do you also do it for monetary gain? Have you ever seen any monetary gain from your music? And is that one of your goals?
I'm not gonna lie. Like for me putting out, like I have a couple songs out. I got like 2 features out, and I got 2 songs that are mine out. And I'm not gonna lie, like they only been out for a little while, but I got a nice amount of views on them. So I feel like if I was to push and keep going, I feel like I'll get somewhere. cause I do got a lot of fans. I'm gonna be honest. I got more fans from like other places than you know New York. Like
Right.
you feel me like it's true. Like you get more love out the hood than in the hood. And I'm not gonna lie, I have fans from a lot of different places. Like they'll message me and they'll like show me that they're like listening to my songs, or they'll post something with my song and use my song. So I feel like if I was to keep pushing, especially like I don't have no music videos out, but if I do make music videos, I feel like it will grow my fan base more.
For sure.
So I feel like, yeah.
Yo, if
And you
I can
brought up
give you some,
a dope
I,
thing too.
I shoot
Go, go,
video.
go, go.
Just putting that out there.
I was just gonna say, yo, I'm not anywhere big in the game to be giving anybody like super advice, but
Right.
just keep grinding on a daily and just like, you know what I mean, grab your phone, do daily freestyles, or just even, record your own songs, and you know what I'm saying, rap over it, put it in CapCut, throw your song over it, and just do that daily, and just build your thing up, so that one day you gonna put out something that's gonna go viral, and then you already have that base of like, I've been building up my fans online. So it's like I've only been at it a couple years, and I'm just like, I've been doing it for 2.5 years, but really within the last year I found my stride, and I really got like my little fan base bubbling, and it's kind of, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, you stick to it, and you're gonna start making a little money, and yeah, it started building up fast.
So
A lot
being
of
that
people
Pretty
quit though.
AP brought it up, what you call it? So can you guys talk about any like memorable collaborations, or or if you had a choice, if you could choose artists, what artists would you choose to do a collaboration with?
I have a lot of collaborations. They just not out. Like I'll be looking for the right time to put them on. But let me see. Cause I have a lot. Like I have collaborations with girls and guys, so I get to see how it is on both sides. Like girls who rapping and guys who's rapping. Um, I'm trying to think. Let me see.
And even if you guys can't mention one that you collaborated with already, is there any like mainstream or low key artists that's out right now that you would love a chance to collaborate with?
Well, I was I'm gonna shout him out here. You know what I'm saying? My man Willie Nova. He definitely doing some numbers independent. He one of those dudes where it's like you might not know who he is, but you look at his numbers like, yo, bro, out here. I was on his album God Is Love. It's a fire joint. So that was a collab I was really proud of. Um, there's a couple of artists I work with that are at my level that I'm also proud of. So I don't want to get it twisted, but he out here. As for some people I would love to work with, I mean, shit. Most of the people that I named that I kind of style my sound after, I would want to work with them. Like if I could work with Rock Marcy or Earl Sweatshirt, you know what I'm saying? Matt Tommy, Larry June. If I could get an Alchemist beat, you know what I'm saying? Like all of that. But yeah, that's it. And it's wild how I've been in conversations and been like a couple uh like layers away from those dudes. So it's kind of crazy thinking like, yo, I'm mad close. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's all a grind though. It's all a grind.
I just I just did my recent. I don't do a lot of features, but I write. I do ghost writing, so I wrote for people. But my recent feature, I did a song with Cannabis,
Mm.
Cannabis the rapper. So
Word.
I did that's my most recent last month or the month before, whatever. I did a because he got a project coming out. So I'm gonna be on that project, and I got a song with Dupree God. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all know Dupree God, did an Afro I did an Afro beat song with him. It's pretty dope. Recently, but but I've done a lot of features. But I try not to do too much.
Pretty AP, did you remember who you collaborated with, or do you have artists that you would like to collaborate with?
Um, I like working with different artists, but there's this one artist I work with. He's kind of like he's really dope, cause he could switch it up. Like he he could sing and he could rap. So like he switches it up. But yeah, and I like his sound too. Like he's dope. But yeah, him like me and him we're making a little EP together too. So it's like for me, soon y'all get to hear what we're working on.
What's his name?
Um Curly.
Okay,
His gram is Curly Kozart.
fire.
Yeah, he's really dope. Like
And
Living
would any
okay?
of you like to share like some insights into your creative process? Like what helps you come up with your lyrics? What helps you come up with your beats? How do you choose your beats? That type of thing.
no, you wrote it in the chat wrong.
Okay, I thought I might have.
See if I
How you
can
spell it?
hold on.
She gonna put it down for y'all so you can check out her artist.
I just be humming. Like I haven't had writer's block in forever. I don't even think I can.
Facts.
I just be just like y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just be like humming. Everything turns into a song for me. My people be like, yo, you always singing. Because I'm like, everything is a song to me all the time. So so by the time I get to the studio or whatever the case may be, I already got like 10 songs in my head. It's funny to me because I probably annoyed some of my friends. They're like, you always singing. Everything is a joke and you singing it. Like,
Thank you for.
Foreign. Hey boo. So what's the most gratifying / popping part about being an artist? And do you have any specific memory that you have that stands out for you?
I my best part of like rapping and stuff is like the ability to change people's emotions. Cause like I watch people feel my emotions when I rap. So when I get happy, everybody get happy. When I get hardcore, everybody get hardcore. When I get, when I get sad, everybody get sad. So like a lot of times my music put people through an array of emotions, and it's nice to see that people could like even be on that level with me. So like that's a very satisfying look when people can feel what you're saying. Like, they feel you though. Like you know what I'm saying?
Everybody else, Moisturized Kev, Pretty AP. Which y'all feel
Yeah.
is like the best part of being an artist?
I feel like the best part of being an artist, I like networking with other people. I like, you know, seeing other people's ideas. If it's not with lyrics, it's with like the vision for a video. If it's not a vision for a video, everybody's different in their own way. Like, so I like the networking part. Like, I like seeing how other people think, how other people get, their music done.
Facts.
For me, it's about the music, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a meme that's going around of like, hold on, I'm gonna go on camera for it real quick. I'm literally in the kitchen getting food, y'all. I'm gonna keep it being.
I ain't
But
mad at you. We all live in life.
but it's that meme of just like, screw
Right.
face. And it's like, that's the highest honor you could give an artist. Like that feeling right there, where when you playing somebody a joint, or you might not get it face to face, but if you send somebody a song and they write back like, yo, that is yo, that's crazy. I'm playing it 3 times. Like just the love for your music, man. Just doing something dope that people dig is dope. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing like that feeling for me.
I got a question to piggyback off of that. Do y'all remember your first fan? Like your very first somebody inboxed you, you was like, what the? Somebody wrote you and was like, yo, I'm actually really your fan. Like I listen to you when you're not thinking about me, when you're not around, I actually listen to your music. Do y'all remember y'all very first diehard fan?
Yo, I can't lie. I can't remember one because, like, when I started making music, I would have like a couple of my friends come with me, and I'll be like, "Yo, y'all fucking with it, or y'all like it?" And everybody would be like, "Yeah, it's fire." Then I started going to like different like studios, and then the engineers was fucking with it. But like, I can't remember just like one person, like just one person specifically. Like, I can't, because it happened all at once. Like, a whole bunch of people would hit me up or they'll comment on my stuff. So I can't even remember like just one. But I know there's a lot of people that do stay locked in with me. Like, there's a couple that I remember because they always reposting or they're always commenting on my stuff or they always share my stuff. Like, those I do remember, you know?
Facts.
I got my oldest fans is like my cousins and my brother and stuff like that. Like they my oldest. They also my harshest fans too. Like they don't let me get away with a bar. Like and I get judged harder than anybody else. Like, people can get away with stuff, but with them, I can't get away with nothing. Or they'll start bringing up my old music and old lyrics and what do you mean? But then, like in the military, because I was in the military, I made a lot of fans over military because like we had like a USO thing in Iraq, and I got up on stage and I started rapping. So like ever since then, I got some like military fans. Like one time I told them, I was like, I'm in Brooklyn, right? I don't know if y'all ever heard of the Basquiat Bottles. So I was like, yeah, I'm performing at Basquiat Bottles, which is like literally a bar. So I put it on Instagram, and these motherfuckers went hopping on airplanes from California to New York. I'm like, boy, it was just a bar. He was like, nah, bro, I gotta come see you perform. I'm like, damn. I really got some diehard fans, dog.
That's fire.
That's dope.
That's where the value is for real.
Yeah, that's why I say you don't need like all this millions. A lot of these people be capping on Instagram, look like they got 30,000 followers. They don't. It's bullshit. But honestly, you don't need that. Just make good content and have good merch to back it up, and you'll be fine, dog. Like you make money. But you just gotta be your creative self and be genuine, and people will always mess with you, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk.
So let me ask you. Oh, my bad. My bad.
Streams out here. I was just gonna say they faking streams out here. I know the websites.
For sure.
If you don't want to go to them, you don't want to mess up your algorithm like that. But yeah, they out here buying streams, buying shares, buying all that.
Yeah, you don't got to do all that because at the end of the day, you buy it, and then those people are not reacting to your music. I mean, you can't feel nothing. Right. I'd rather have 100 people that listen to my music, that'll buy my merch, that'll come out to my shows. That's it. I cater to real people, real fans and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So like, and that's it. And then you just gotta know how to work the numbers after that. That's it. You know. So I don't know. I'm not into the capping, but this culture has gotten so captivating that people have just been capping, and that's it. The wild thing is it does nothing. Because then people find you out anyways, and they're like, "Yo, he wasn't really, and this and that." It's just not worth it. It's too much. That's too much anxiety. I would hate to be lying about stuff and then get caught out. Like that's too much anxiety for me.
All them artists that was talking about, they was on their private jet, and then they get caught sitting in, with the regular people on the plane, like all that stuff. Is like, what was the purpose? Nobody even asked you. You volunteered that information just to be lying,
right? To be honest with you, if we liked you, we would have liked you anyway. Because I'll be honest with you, I was a big Cardi B fan before Cardi B got blown up. I mean, I met her.
Yeah, me too.
I met her in person. So, and she's one of those people I felt like she never changed. She just got more money, but Cardi B has literally never changed. Like she is still the same person I met in the Bronx a long time ago. And I respect people like that. So her numbers went up and everything like that. I mean, I feel like somebody probably helped her with the music here and there, but oh well. But at least she never really changed.
Right.
Do you think that her staying the same balance out like the sexualism or what people consider sexualism in her music and in her career?
Right, but she was a stripper before she started rapping. So her thing is authentic as opposed to motherfuckers rapping and now they want to become strippers while rapping. It's like, all right, But Cardi B was already a stripper, so like Look, I'm
She
not
already knew sex so why would you change her style?
right. She was already doing that, dancing, twerking, this, that, and before she picked up a mic. My thing is, if you bust guns, like I bust guns, if you bust guns and then you rap about it, but you really do it, I'm not mad at that. I'm a gun specialist from the military special forces. So I could talk about guns and busting guns and popping people if I want to, because it's real. You know what I'm saying? But if it's not real, then I don't respect it. You know what I'm saying? I don't respect if you said he ate an ice cream cone and you didn't. You're lying. We got.
So how do you feel about the Rick Ross situation?
What about him?
With him when everybody had like kind of like an issue with the fact that he used to be a correction officer.
Officer
But then he
Ricky.
was call it.
I'm not really mad at that because dogs, he had a job, dogs.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? He had a job and he went over to music. You know, so I don't really feel like that's capping. He never said I was never a correction officer. I never heard him say that. You know what I'm saying? But shit, who the hell don't have a job? Like, you know, I'm not gonna like look. I cash 5-cent refunds at what time? So if I blow up and somebody be like, yo, Mash used to cash 5-cent refund. Okay, I need the money. Like, what's the problem? It was a job. You know what I'm saying? I'm from New York. You got mad people that work for sanitation, transit, you know what I'm saying, corrections, all types of stuff like that, whatever. If he found a better path with music and stuff like that, all right, cool. And him being a gangster and being a cop is not far-fetched because the cops is gangsters.
I was gonna say
Especially
that's one
with,
thing that people never mention.
CEOs.
Like, there's mad crooked CEOs, B.
Exactly.
Like,
So it's not far-fetched to me. But if you talk about you riding in a Lambo and I saw you in a Corolla, I look at you different.
No,
Really
that's right.
lied?
And it's not wrong with a Corolla. But you don't gotta lie, Craig.
How does fashion or your own personal style play into your image as an artist?
I love all these black creators like underground people that makes clothes like Love Hate Clothing, Roxy Lazama, and a number of other people. Like if I had it my way, I wouldn't buy nothing else other designer. I would buy because I like black people clothes. Like I like you know like private businesses and stuff. There's a lot of us out here. So like I said, there's Love Hate Clothing, there's Roxy Lazamas, there's a bunch of stuff. And most of them are different. This stuff is different stuff. So, but it plays because people start attaching you to what you wear, what you rock. You know, people be like, oh yeah, that's Mass with the Sprinter. You would have thought the Sprinter was my last name.
So my next question to y'all is: many rappers use their music
Hold
to tell
on.
stories from their own lives. Is there a particular personal story or experience that you've turned into a song?
yeah, I got one that actually kind of just popped off on TikTok. I got a song about when I first moved to Tampa. I was walking around in this neighborhood, and I bought a bag of weed off of who turned out to be a confidential informant. I ended up doing like 7 months in a program. I did like 4 months in jail, was on probation, got a bunch of violations, went back and did 9 months, and then another 13 months in the program. So I went through it for a bag of weed, messing with Tampa PD, just in the wrong neighborhood, not really knowing what I was doing. So I did a song about that because that really shaped my life. Because I ended up, I came down here on vacation pretty much, and I ended up living here on probation. And then I met my wife, and then you know what I'm saying. Now I live here now. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I did a joint about that.
I'm adapted, boy. He just adapted. He's like, well, since I'm gonna stay here, I'm gonna stay here.
I live here now, B. You know what I'm saying?
This is my shit now.
I feel that.
Yeah, the song's called "Too Much to Lose." I'm scared to click away from the stream, but I might try to go get a link and drop that in the chat real quick.
Definitely do.
Mass AP.
What's up?
Y'all want to answer the question?
Oh, well, yeah. Um, a lot of majority of my songs is like I don't really do the far fetched stuff. Majority of my music is from my own life. It's easier that way. It's just
Mhm.
so like majority
Is
of
there any
my songs.
particular song that you feel would be like great introduction to who you are or something along those lines? Like one particular song and that you could talk about?
I, recently I got a song called Bad Apple. I shot the video in Fort Dix, New Jersey, and it's basically because I kind of go against the grain on a lot of things. So the song's called Bad Apple. It's on my YouTube. My YouTube is I Make Movies One, the number one. If you put that in there, all my stuff pops up, and the visuals is good and everything is good. That's the recent stuff. But like I said, majority of my music I write it for my own stories or like my own experiences. Like 95% of my music like that.
Pretty AP?
Um, right now I'm working on, cause like winter's coming. I'm trying to switch up my flow a little bit. Take it down a little bit. I'm actually working on a song. Um, like it's gonna be about like a really bad breakup I had. I went through a lot of stuff in a like a 6-year relationship, and I feel like like I said earlier, like music helps you express how you feel. Like me, I'm a very private person, so like I don't really talk about how I feel, but I've been working on this, so I feel like that is gonna give people a different like view of me, because a lot of people look at me and they just be like, oh, she's aggressive, or she's always a lot of people think I'm always happy, or she's aggressive, or she's this, she's that. But I feel like this song that I'm working on is gonna show like a different side of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, so I know Max he glanced on this a little bit earlier, but what advice would you give others trying to come up in this industry?
I would say everybody just be themselves, because like I don't know who said it earlier, but when you yourself, somebody gonna fuck with you. Like somebody gonna like your swag, somebody gonna like what you talking about, somebody gonna like what you doing. So you just gotta be yourself. Like there's enough copycats. Like we don't need no more.
Oh yeah. Hmm.
Facts. That's facts.
I,
Yeah,
wa-
I would just say dedicate yourself to the music. You know what I'm saying? Like as long as you love creating the music, then because I say that because I've actually met artists that for various reasons it's like oh like that rapping is frustrating. Like it's not really fun, so to speak. You know what I mean? I've met these people. Yeah, for various reasons. Like you just gotta make sure you're in a position where making the music is. As long as that's the case, then it's like everything else is cookies.
well, I would say this: make sure your papers is right, because all of the stuff that we're creating is intellectual property. And let's say I don't want to bring it up, but like if something happens to you and then your music go viral, who gets paid? These are things you got to think about preemptively. By the time you're dead, it's too late to think about it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot, and that happens a lot more than you think. So make sure your business is straight. Like I said earlier, open up an LLC, put everything in the LLC, put it in the trust, and name your child or your girlfriend or your mom's the beneficiary. So that way you don't need a will. Everybody knows where it goes. It's already set. You wanna have things set up automatically just in case, because this music for us black people these days, it's like lottery. You just kind of don't know when the thing pops up, but when it does, if your stuff is not straight, then and you end up broke because you didn't preemptively think about these things. It's on you. It's your fault. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, copyright, BMI, ASCAP, Song Trust, LLC. Trust if you that good. Make sure that your stuff that you're putting out even if it's making a 10 cent on TuneCore, you could write, and you'll be able to save money too, because I'm sure everybody's spending a lot of money on it. Transportation, whether it's your car, whatever. These are things you could write off underneath your LLC. You can't write it off as a person. So if you pay $50 to fill up the tank of gas to go to a show or whatever, you can't write it off as your person, but you could write it off as an LLC. So now you could work with more money per year to work on your music and not just throw money out the window. I hope none of this goes over people's head. If you want more information on it, I'm on Instagram, Master NYC. You can holler at me. I give these things out for free. I also help people like develop better credit paths. So like my credit score is 820. I'm really about that life. I tell people what y'all need to do, so that way the money will be straight. Because besides the art, who want to be broke? I'm too talented to be broke. I'm not about to be broke and talented. We're not doing both. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here for y'all.
Talk it.
So I wanted to ask a question to the artist. Speaking of like talent, like he was talking about, do you guys, beyond the genre, do you guys see yourself as a specialist at anything? For instance, like, are you a lyricist? Are you a punchline rapper? Are you satisfied with the rap as long as it just flows good? Like, what would you say you guys' specialties are?
I'm a lyricist.
Word, yeah. For me, it's about wordplay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of rap a lot of stream of consciousness rap, so I don't really tell stories. It's just my wordplay is like, yo, wait, what? Did that? And then it clicks. So I just like my wordplay and my soft rhymes. And I have this thing where every verse I match the flow for every verse, and I match the rhyme scheme for every verse. So it's just there's a lot of little like nerdy little technical things in my wordplay that, like, you know, if you pay casual attention, you'll catch it. But if not, I hope that it just flows and at least sounds good on the beat. But you know,
AP.
I feel like you know, all my stuff, like I like to freestyle sometimes. I feel like when I write, I overlook a lot of my lyrics, but I'll show somebody and I'll be like, what you think? They'll be like, it's fire, but then I'll sit there and I'll overlook it. So I started like recently, I started just like every time I do like a feature with somebody or something, I just bring it to the studio and I'll try to freestyle. But I feel like my lyrics, like I always like input, you know, to see how I could fix it up. But I feel like my lyrics, like my punchlines, I feel like it's there. I feel like, you know, I got good lyrics and stuff.
So you saying you more like balanced, like you got punchlines, but you a lyricist too, and not necessarily one particular thing.
Yeah, I feel like it's like both.
I feel that. I asked, you know, because when I used to rap, I used to like be specific if my bars ain't have like enough punchlines or if they ain't have enough like metaphors, and I'd be like, I would be unsatisfied with the written and I would start from scratch or whatever. So I wanted to see if anybody had any of those kinks, like, oh nah, this don't got enough lyricism in it for me, or whatever the case.
Yeah, that happens to me all the time though. Like if I have a beat and I'm writing to the beat and like I'm not like really feeling it, I'll stop the whole thing, put it to the side, and then start on something else.
Facts.
Like I won't throw it away or anything. I'll just keep it to the side. Like, all right, you know, for another day, I'll get back at it and I'll just look over it.
Has anybody, since y'all do that, has anybody like had an idea for a song, and then when you come back to it later, you can't even remember like whether it was the cadence or the melody or how it went originally, so the song is completely different now?
All the time. So it happens all the time. So I started like if I write something, I'll start like if I think it's fire, I'll like voice record it and keep it in my voice note, and then I'll name it and in my notes name it with the beat, and then I'll come back to it so I can remember like that. Because sometimes I'll be forgetting, and then
what's good,
like,
Brima?
Yeah, I'll go on the beat and I'll be like, wait, what the hell? This don't sound right.
Right.
Yeah, I actually I do all my own recording and all my own mixing, and my setup is portable. I don't got my laptop in here with me, but Like, that's my mic right there. And then I got
Okay.
another mic in the car. So I literally like have a studio with me. I'm finna get me I got some things that just kind of landed for me, and I'm finna give me a new portable mic that's just way higher quality. But yeah, I do all my stuff on the go. So, because I was sick of that, so I just started literally just recording. Man, I will set up a I will set that shit up in Wendy's. You know what I'm saying? It do not matter.
You use
I'll
Pro
finish
Tools?
the hook.
You use
It
Pro
don't
Tools?
matter. What you say?
You use Pro Tools? Logic? What would you use?
FL Studio. I use mostly FL
Oh,
Studio.
Fruit Loops back in the day. I remember that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I use mostly FL Studio. I'm just familiar with it. Everything that I needed to do, I know how to make it, you know what I'm saying, how to make it work. There's definitely better programs out there for sure. But FL Studio is real efficient. And then I do got a cat sometimes if I got a record where I'm like, yo, nah, this is one where I might want to push this. I do got a mixer. I don't know what the hell he uses, but I do got somebody I'll go to if I want something to really be perfect. But you know,
Yeah. I got a studio in my car. I got a studio back there. I got a laptop, audio digital interface by Apollo Twin, and I got a Neumann mic and a Bluebird mic. So I recorded like half of my project in the car itself. I got like the Yamaha speakers in the inside there or whatever. And on top of that, the Sprinter is hooked up to where I could do shows. So I got let me see if I can show you this shit. I got like I got like mics, stage mics, where I could run down like 2 blocks and still be on. And I got some pretty loud speakers in here. I do pop-up Sprinter shows.
Oh, fire!
Oh, that's fine. Is that something you created, or is that something that's been out? I never heard of something like that before.
It's something I created because in New York City, the problem I have with New York City and the platforms is they be wanting you to like pay as an artist to go to shows. They charge your cats $300 to go and entertain people. I'm like, before I do that, I will pull up in my car and perform free for people in the streets. I'd rather do that. So that's what I do. I could literally stop right now and start performing. I got the mics. I got all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it's lit, and people like it because it's like, oh shit, dude pulled up with this Sprinter and started spitting. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's dope.
What's the good news?
So I got a question regarding that. So y'all, you two live in the same area. Kev, you live in a different area. You from Jersey, but now you reside in Florida. What's the different type of grind depending on where you're at? Like I know New York, you could kind of just go out and perform for people. That's dope. That probably wouldn't work where I'm from, or it might, but you would have to go about it differently. So what kind of grinds do you use based on your area to get your music out there?
Yeah, down here I'm in Tampa, and when I rap, I really like my up north inflection really comes out a lot more. And then plus the types of beats I rap on don't really work in the clubs. I'm not really good at club music, you know what I'm saying? So I'm in Tampa, Florida, which is like known for strip clubs like Ybor City, party, and you know what I'm saying? So I'm able to find shows. There's a couple coffee shops, kind of little backpack spots. You already know how it go. But yeah, for me, it's a lot of internet. But I'm actually literally in the process of trying to figure out, like, I want to do some like guerrilla marketing and just do like a billboard or like something crazy. I've been looking at some things because in Tampa, I'm not from here, so my base of people aren't here, and then my sound doesn't really match with the city. Not that people haven't shown me love, but I do a lot of my work online, which it's been good for me. I've been rapping professionally for like 2.5 years, but I really got good at what I've been doing in the past year. Just target marketing online, running ads, you know what I'm saying? Knowing how to, I don't have the best quality content, but I know my target fan base, and like dudes that listen to Earl Sweatshirt, like you don't necessarily need a lot, you know what I'm saying? As long as you kind of. So anyway, targeted marketing online, and just really knowing your audience and You got to study these algorithms, study your numbers, and look at your demographic numbers, and know who's listening to you, and then find ways to connect with those people and find out why. And then it's like I got half of my fan base is like kids, like literal like kids. And I don't always know why they listen to me, bro. Like I'm not making like, like the type of people that would say why be better. Like I don't know why I have YB fans in my fan base, but like I'm trying to figure that out so I can market to them better. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But yeah, online makes everything like, in my day, you had to go outside to rap. You had to go find spots and go rap in front of people. You really don't have to leave your bedroom now. Like you could record it, mix it, you know what I'm saying? Upload it on TuneCore, register it with BMI, film it, you know what I'm saying? Set up a camera, film it, edit it, and market your shit off from your bed. You know what I'm saying? So it's like online, if you know what you're doing, and you know what you're aiming for, it could be successful.
What you think, AP? What kind of stuff do you do to market your music? Do you do anything outside because you're in New York, or do you use the internet?
I do little shows here and there, but I also do do you guys ever heard of Bigo?
No.
Okay, so Bigo is like a live stream for like people all over. I'm a host on there. I stream my music on there. That's really how I got most of my fans too, like fans from other places. I also host on live, like on Fridays. I do freestyle Fridays. So like there'll be like other people from other places, they'll come, on Fridays in my live, and they'll come in the little box and they'll start freestyling, and it helps me network with other people too. So I feel like that, if y'all don't know about that, y'all should definitely look into that. Y'all could really.
What's it called?
It's called Bigo.
It's like Plenty of Fish, because I met on her on Plenty of
Nah,
Fish.
but it's not just for like, Plenty of Fish. People think it's like, oh, it's a dating. No, it's like really more like streaming. You could really meet some dope people. I met a lot of people on there. I met producers from LA, producers from Florida. I met people who make music in Florida. I met, a lot of different people that now I'm working with, So it's like, and also too, as a host there, you guys get paid to be a host on top of it. So you're networking and getting paid to network. Like it's really dope.
I gotta check that out. It's called Beagle.
Bigo is Bigo. It's an app. But yeah, it's really dope. Like you could, you could stream your music on there. You could network with a lot of people. That's what I do most of the time. I do little shows here and there, but I mostly, promote my stuff online too, like Bigo Live. And I'm not gonna lie, it's more better than promoting on Instagram and stuff. Like they be showing me love.
Right. Well, yeah, you definitely get paid off those apps like that.
Yeah.
Especially people like you, and you could host a nice room. People come through and show love.
Yeah. But it's a really good place for people to network, especially like if you want to network with a lot of different people from around the world. It's really good networking. I'm not gonna lie. I found some really dope people. Like
So how important is networking with your careers? I mean, some of you guys say you perform. I remember Kev was saying that he can perform just straight from his room. So do you feel like you need to collaborate with people nowadays? Is it still important to collab?
It's very important.
Yeah, it's important. You got to. I mean,
I feel like it's important.
especially if you do. Yeah.
Like,
just at a base level, right? Showing up on other other artists' Spotify's gets mad fans. Like I got some of my best streaming songs are features. You know what I'm saying? And now their fans are like, oh, he's got a song featuring this artist. A percentage of them are going to click on your page. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's big.
For sure. You was about to say something, AP?
Yeah, I was basically gonna say the same thing. Like, I feel like, cause like, especially with me, I got features with people, and like just earlier, I posted something with somebody I did a song with that's out already. We did a little thriller, and instead of posting it separate, we collaborated on it because now his fans are seeing, my page, and now my fans are seeing his page. So I feel like it's a good way for both of us to, get views and get followers or whatever it is. But I feel like it's always important to network with people because you never know who knows who.
Right.
I've met a lot of people who really know people, like, so it's like, I feel like networking is very important.
What's that? That's the mic.
It is this the mic for my pop-up shows. It's pretty dope.
That's fire.
So,
Right.
so like if I pull up on you like pretty and I'm like, yo, give me your
Oh, where you go? Wait,
Oh, you muted.
I can't hear him.
You muted.
We can't
We
hear
can't
you.
hear you right now. Kev, come back whenever you're ready, bro. Yeah, we can't hear you. Yeah, don't say you muted. I don't know why we can't hear you. He done brought out the microphone. The mic done took all the sound in the room. It's crazy. Yeah, yeah. Don't say you. All right, wait. Now say unmute.
Before
All
I
right.
get out and come back in.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Nah, we still can't hear you.
He's gonna have to come out, get out, and come back in. That happened to me before. Y'all couldn't hear me when I was talking.
You're gonna have to back out, Mass, and come right back in. I'll let you right back in. And again, Kev, come back whenever you're available, bro. Yeah, Mass, try backing out, and I'll let you right back in, bro. I'll put the link right in the chat so you can find it easy. There you go. I don't want to keep coming from the studio. I'm not trying to do all that. Remove for sure. Okay. When Mass wants to come back, he'll be able to come back. Honey, I did not want to interrupt any of your questions. I just knew we had a little bit of time. So, did you have? I can't hear you either, honey.
Wait, y'all can hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Now that happened to me before. I had to leave and come back in.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah, whenever somebody leave, I think it take the mic with them.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, so AP, I know you haven't been rapping as long as the rest of the guests that were on. So I wanted to ask you, do you feel like that's an advantage, or do you feel like that's a curse because being in the new age, new ways of
Right.
being able to get your music out there, but at the same time, it's not like you got a long time fan base either. So do you feel like that's a good or a bad thing?
I mean,
you can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now, Mass.
Oh yeah, I got into an area with bad connection, with a bad service. So.
Okay.
I feel like it's both, cause I feel like it's a disadvantage because I'm just trying to build up like all my fans, and I'm just trying to get my name out there, and everybody know who I am. And then I feel like it's good at the same time because it's like, oh, it's something new, like it's a new face. So I feel like it's like both.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of felt like that would be the answer, Mass. I had asked her because she's a little younger and she just started rapping. Her knowledge on how to get out there might be different than somebody that's been in the game for a long time like you. So I was asking her, and I'm gonna ask you: do you feel like it's an advantage to have the experience, or do you feel like the new people are more advantaged because they already know the algorithm and all that?
Nah, it ain't really about that. Old on new. If you're putting in the work to network, it'll work. Like you get take for instance, I do pop-up sprinter shows. I'm literally meeting people. So when I add people on Instagram,
Yeah, that's dope.
These are people that I met. So it's more of a connection. They may share me with somebody that don't know me, be like, oh yeah, I met him with the Sprinter. He was
Right.
that a third. But you got to put in the work for networking. That's why I said I'm not lazy with it. I'm not trying to buy, followers, whatever. In order, you want to do shows, you meet new people. You want to be outside, you meet new people. You want to even provide services, you meet new people. As long as you're constantly meeting new people, then it's nothing but going up. But the minute you stop, like even if you sit in the house and you just be on Bigo or Plenty of Fish or Meet Me, because I met on Plenty of Fish, and a couple of other sites have a connected live streaming. So
Yeah.
I know mad people off the stream. Because I spent like an entire year just jumping in everybody's box rapping.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how I met Mass.
That's how she met me, and then now I'm on YouTube with her. So as long as you're putting in the work and you're performing and you're out there, you're good. The algorithm works for you only when you're working. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's just gonna tell you the algorithm work. You just put one post. Everybody's gonna say you gotta keep posting.
Yeah.
That's it. Because after a while, then the algorithm start working in your favors because you got multiple tags, you got multiple content, and this, that, and third. That's just the way it works. So the young people understand that because a lot of young people take more pictures, take more videos. So they're born into this shit because they're new. The older cats have an issue with it because they're not accustomed to they feel like it's being like self-centered, taking a bunch of pictures and stuff like that. Meanwhile, the young people, they don't have a problem with it. They grew up with the cell phone in their hand. They taking pictures, they taking video, they got endless amount of content. And you gotta just do that. You gotta have endless amount of content. And that's
market yourself.
Yep. Exactly. I'm a cinematographer. I shoot videos. I shoot music videos. I shoot weddings. I shoot this, that, and the third. So I'm always creating content. I got hard drives that's filling up. I got 2 terabytes on my phone that's already filled up with the iCloud. Then I got another 2 terabytes on Google that's already filled up. I've helped a lot of artists do the same thing as far as like just posting a lot of good content and making it to the next level. That's at least. And when I say next level, I ain't talking about a deal necessarily. Shit, if you post enough and you end up with a partnership on YouTube and you get paid for views, you level up.
Yeah.
There's a lot of niggas that never get no deal and they got the YouTube partnership. They doing good. They eating 100 grand a year, 200 grand a year. They doing all right.
Right. If I'm doing that, you think I care about a deal? Not really. So they can rob me, I could be broke. Like, we don't got to do that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said, if you work with the numbers that you have and your numbers are real and you're really networking with people, you can make a living just off of that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if y'all remember. I don't know if y'all saw it, but it was an episode on, I think, on Vlad TV. He had Scarlett on there, and he was explaining to her, like, with the money that you get from these deals, you got to pay that back. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think you living on top of the world, but you paying for all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, like, and he was explaining because that.
She was shocked when he told her the real deal, and that's what it is.
Mm-hmm. Big facts. So, y'all mind playing a little game real quick? I only got like 6 questions. See if I can.
I'm about to get off because I'm in a bad area, and that's why the service went out. So
no problem.
So, but I love all of y'all melanated people. Y'all are
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And anytime you need me, you can hit me on Instagram, this, that, and the third. You can follow me on Instagram. I always got a bunch of stuff going on as far as like creating content, shooting videos. I'm gonna be in October. I'm gonna be in Las Vegas. We're gonna shoot a song called Water Water. I do Afrobeats music too, so I rap and do Afrobeats music. I'm a hybrid, and it's gonna be a vibe. And I'm gonna shoot a whole entire movie while I'm out there, so it's gonna be dope. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy that you have me on the platform and we having mature conversations. I appreciate all y'all. Y'all take it easy.
Thank you so much for coming through. Really appreciate you out here. Thank you for coming through. You're super dope and amazing. You guys make sure you go check him out. His link will be definitely posted inside of the comments. Coming up, at him on Instagram, everywhere. You saying he's a dope artist, a dope individual, and we really appreciate him for coming here on the Out Heree Podcast show. I don't know if it's the point to go into the game because there's only like a couple of us in here. Brody, so Brody, I'm passing the ball to you out here. Are you still gonna do? I know that I sent a beat to Pretty AP and some of the other artists. I don't know if they got it, but Brody, were you able to figure that out whether or not y'all guys gonna do a freestyle or not?
I don't know how that's going to work. I could try it. It's up to AP if she feel comfortable. If she do, I'll try it.
Uh, I didn't even get to check. I'm gonna be honest, cause I'll be on live and stuff, so I didn't really get to check it out.
No worries,
They
no
mad at
worries,
you.
no worries, no
You
worries.
can always do it another time, or
I'll be doing so much, like y'all don't even know. Like I'll really be tied up between like my personal stuff and like trying to do the music stuff. It's just a lot.
No problem. So I know at one point we definitely want to reach out to the artists that definitely came to the show and have a more of an in-depth conversation and interview with them and share some of your stuff. So we will definitely, work around you guys' schedule to see that we can do that. So even if right now we can't, or what you call it, always in the future, we can always upload it to our YouTube, our Instagram, all our platforms that we're on right now to help spread and share love to you guys. Same way y'all came and showed us love by coming on the show and
for
talking with
sure.
us and chatting it up. You see, especially for you, Pretty AP, because you was getting all the flack, like, nah, drill this and drill that. But she the only drill rapper in here right now. Relax,
But no,
y'all.
I actually heard her music before on other like share like from foreign and stuff like that. I've heard her music, and she not like the typical. Her lyrics not like the typical drill. She not like
I think
talking
it's drill.
about
I think people just say I'm a drill rapper because I be on the drill, like the drill beats.
right.
But I do have other stuff that's like calm. Like my features is calm. I have a couple other features too that are calm. And then, like I said, like I'm trying to switch it up a little bit because when I first started making music, I wasn't on drill beats. Like my first song was a song. Like I was singing. Like now I just be just doing like rapping and stuff. And I don't know. Like I feel like if I was to mix both, it'll be better. Cause some people like singing, some people like rapping, some people like the calm stuff, some people like the uptight stuff. You feel me? So right now I'm just trying to like work on changing up my flow a little bit.
Yeah, you filling things out. Like you said, you just started, you're new in the game, and you're filling it out. You see, I think you're doing a great job, honestly speaking. Every
Thank
time I
you.
think of your name, the first thing I hear in my head is Pretty AP and his bitch. I just need the AP on my wrist. Every single time I think of your name, that's what pops up in my head. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I wish some of the other artists were able to come on or wasn't playing games out here on my time. Like I ain't gonna curse them out.
I'm about to
What you
say,
call it?
look at her face.
You know it's coming
Like
because
a
I
concerned
promise
mother. She
you.
about to be
Like
snapping.
I'm definitely about to dig in asses out here. I promise you. Ain't no pause on that. I promise you. But what you call it? So I wish I had some other people because I had my brother's best friend, Dan Nelly. He was supposed to come. Unfortunately, he got stuck at work. He wasn't able to make it in. And another artist, by Cheese, he's stuck at work as well too. So they're gonna come in and give another perspective, another side. And you're seeing RIP to my brother Royal, aka
Sure.
P Cash, aka Prince McMichael. And so I wish they were here to give their side of things and their input. And which cool, but we definitely will be sharing their music still. We will still be shouting them out and shouting you Pretty AP out because you're super dope and amazing for coming through. We really
Well, I
appreciate you.
appreciate
You're amazing out here.
it. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate y'all too.
Make sure y'all drop y'all handles in the comments so everybody can follow y'all, listen to your music. What's your Instagram again, Pretty AP?
It's unbothered underscore pretty AP.
Sorry, I can't stop. Like I've been listening to them. I've been
That's
listening
what's
to
up,
all
though.
them songs every
That
single day.
means
I've
you.
been listening.
That means you're doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Wait, what? I'm sorry, I can't
Because
hear.
she got your song stuck in her head, so that
I
means
was
you're
over
doing
here
what you're supposed to
like
be
pointing to
doing.
the wrist out here. That shit is fire. What you call it? Brody, anything else you want to add before I sign off out here? Because I'm gonna be signing you.
No, yeah, we definitely appreciate all the artists. They're gonna put their handles in the comments so y'all can check out their music. We got artists from New York, New Jersey, some people we know personally and we support, so we definitely encourage y'all to support them too. Definitely look, y'all, like the video, but more importantly, watch the next video. It's going to be more content for y'all to watch. So watch the next video, watch this video, like, subscribe, share. We appreciate all the artists we had come in. Thank you, Pretty AP, for coming. Thank you, my
Thank you.
beautiful host, Honey Goddess Coco Beige.
No, I'm gonna say my own name because you already fucking up out here. We're not gonna do that. You know,
You got like
shout out to
14
Mav.
names.
Shout out to a moisturized cab, and shout out to me.
For
You know,
sure.
saying Goddess Honey Cocoa B, and the B stands for beige. Cause I'm never light skin out here. What you call it? And this is the Out Here podcast. I want to host. We are on Instagram on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. We are on YouTube on Sundays 5:30 p.m. Eastern time. So we hope to see you guys again. Like Brody said, please like, share, and subscribe. You guys are super dope and amazing because you are you, and you are the only you that ever exists. So we love you guys just for you being you. And yeah, I'm out of here. Later, Brody. Later, Pretty AP.
Bye, guys.
Bye, y'all. So yeah, y'all, we definitely appreciate y'all. Like, subscribe, follow all the artists. I put their handles in the comments, and we will see y'all next week. Peace.